ParkIt is a revolutionary idea that has the power to combat the notion of spatial density by utilizing unused parking spaces in an attempt to provide sufficient resources for the stakeholders involved. The idea for this collaborative consumption project sprung to me while I was facing difficulties parking at the Warwick Farm station while I was in a rush to attend a class. As it is almost impossible to find legal parking inside the provided complex after about 9 a.m., I was forced to park a few blocks down from the station and was actually required to make a 10-minute walk to get to my platform, inevitably missing my train. Parking complexes at most train stations are seen to provide an insufficient amount of parking spaces for students and workers like myself who are required to meet deadline times. Not to mention, trying to find vacant and affordable parking in the Sydney CBD or surrounding areas is a problem of its own. Especially during weekdays, finding parking in these areas is beyond the bounds of possibility and is a problem that needs to be addressed.
As Dylan briefly touched on, people have trouble finding vacant, convenient parking at an appropriate rate when parking near Sydney train stations or near work in places such as the Sydney CBD. This has led to people parking and walking long distances to the station or having to catch additional public transport such as a bus just to get to the station, which will then take them to work. This is a time problem with stakeholders as they have to allow extra time to get into work or uni to avoid getting in late and often get home later, which in itself is an opportunity cost. As Dylan mentioned earlier, it has led to people parking in restricted parking zones that block exits and create a traffic hazard for other people. Also, for people driving into the CBD for work, they are subjected to exorbitant parking prices, which are unfair and unreasonable. However, there are vacant parking spaces across the city which are underused that can be utilised for people who need them. These are the problems that our business, ParkIt, aims to fix.
This is a problem because the inability to make use of all possible spots creates an unsustainable environment. The City Council should actually take initiative to try solve the problem, but have not done so. So we, ParkIt, then have innovated a comprehensive solution to tackle this. As well as with the issue of pricey parking costs, for example, Wilson Parking, car park rates can start from $30 to $90 a day, which can be pretty expensive. Therefore, ParkIt aims to create affordability, convenience, and efficiency amongst both the guests and the hosts. Guests can find suitable parking quick and easy, while the hosts are also utilizing their unused car spaces to those who are in need, and in return receiving extra income for it. This really benefits both parties involved.
Okay, so what if I told you you could park directly across the road from your preferred train station to make the trip into the CBD? What if I told you you could park in someone else's parking space in their garage when you need to make the trip into Pitt Street Mall? Well, here you have it, the revolutionary phenomena to solve all your problems. ParkIt. We are allowing you to park wherever you want. ParkIt seamlessly connects you with people who want to rent their parking space, creating more space within our cities and bringing you your ideally located parking space, even in those highly populated areas. We connect people to a range of spaces, including residence driveways, garages, and even side streets which require parking permits. No longer will you have to park illegally and pay large fines because there is a lack of parking, nor will you have to search hours on end to avoid these fines. Sustainably, spatial density is now widened. Your time is now extended. Your parking is finally effortless. ParkIt.
We have created a human-friendly website and an on-the-go mobile app so you can find nearby available parking. All it takes is a one-time free registration by connecting via your social network. From here on out, you can create your profile and search our database for the nearest parking spaces. We even included an advanced GPS location finder so you can easily navigate to and from your desired parking space within the app. You can access reviews about the parking owners to know more about the potential service and ensure a 5-star service. A direct messaging system is implemented so you can negotiate or exchange details with the owners without a hassle. Additionally, if you need extra income, you can list your own parking space in your profile with a description and attached images. Payments are done online and are processed through once the owners have given a parking code to the renter.
There are 5 main innovations of ParkIt. Firstly, both people with free parking space and people looking for parking space could all register on the website or our mobile app and achieve each other's needs. Secondly, ParkIt helps travelers who come to Sydney for the first time to find a place for parking. Thirdly, the parking owners have an opportunity to make extra income and have the convenience and time or money saved from people looking for a parking space in city. Firstly, people could park in the city at certain times. They do not need to worry about where they can park and spend a long time on finding a parking space. Lastly, we can integrate that ParkIt offers a variety of parking spots including undercover, monitor spots, and so on. This also helps individuals be stress-free when it comes to finding a secure spot to park their cars.